have already know what goes the winner of the marshmallow challenge. But I'm afraid that you have already forgot the content. So I want you to think about these questions first. The first one is what materials do we need? And the second question is what's the time limit? Then how many members are there in your team? And the last one, who is the winner? And actually I just separate three groups. Business graduates and CEO, and then kindergartens and architects and engineers. So before we start our marshmallow activity, I want you to just watch a clip. And then maybe you will remember something about marshmallow challenge. And then I want to train your listening ability. So I just give you a piece of paper on the table. And then maybe you can just write down anything, any important clue. And then actually each group has a worksheet. So I just want you to finish this worksheet, okay? The first question is, according to the clip, what are the factors to win the marshmallow challenge? So right now I want you to pay attention to watch the clip first, okay? Okay? Okay.
Several years ago here at TED, Peter Skillman introduced a design challenge called the Marshmallow Challenge. And the idea is pretty simple. Teams of 4 have to build the tallest freestanding structure out of 20 sticks of spaghetti, 1 yard of tape, 1 yard of string, and a marshmallow. The marshmallow has to go on top. And though it seems really simple, it's actually pretty hard because it forces people to collaborate very quickly. And so I thought this was an interesting idea, and I incorporated it into a design workshop, and it was a huge success. And since then I've conducted about 70 design workshops across the world with students and designers and architects, even the CTOs of the Fortune 50. And there's something about this exercise that reveals very deep lessons about the nature of collaboration, and I'd like to share some of them with you. So normally most people begin by orienting themselves to the task. They talk about it, they figure out what it's going to look like, they jockey for power, then they spend some time planning, organizing, they sketch in, they lay out spaghetti. They spend the majority of their time assembling the sticks into ever-growing structures, and then finally, just as they're running out of time, someone takes out the marshmallow, and then they gingerly put it on top, and they stand back, and ta-da! They admire their work. But what really happens most of the time is that the ta-da turns into an uh-oh, because the weight of the marshmallow causes the entire structure to buckle and to collapse. So there are a number of people who have a lot more uh-oh moments than others. And among the worst are recent graduates of business school. They lie, they cheat, they get distracted, and they produce really lame structures. And of course, there's teams that have a lot more ta-da structures, and among the best are recent graduates of kindergarten. And it's pretty amazing, as Peter tells us. Not only do they produce the tallest structures, but the most interesting structures of them all. So the question you want to ask is, how come? Why? What is it about them? And Peter likes to say that none of the kids spend any time trying to be CEO of Spaghetti Inc., right? They don't spend time jockeying for power. But there's another reason as well. And the reason is that business students are trained to find the single right plan, right? And then they execute on it. And then what happens is when they put the marshmallow on top, they run out of time, and what happens? It's a crisis. And they build prototypes along the way. So designers recognize this type of collaboration as the essence of the iterative process. And with each version, kids get instant feedback about what works and what doesn't work. So the capacity to play and prototype is really essential. But let's look at how different teams perform. So the average for most people is around 20 inches. Business school students, about half of that. Lawyers, a little better, but not much better than that. Kindergartens, better than most adults. Who does the very best? Architects and engineers, thankfully. 39 inches is the tallest structure I've seen. And why is it? Because they understand triangles and self-reinforcing geometrical patterns are the key to building stable structures. So CEOs, a little bit better than average, but here's where it gets interesting. If you put an executive admin on the team, they get significantly better. It's incredible. You know, you look around, you go, oh, that team's going to win. You can just tell beforehand. And why is that? Because they have special skills of facilitation. They manage the process. They understand the process. And any team who manages and pays a close attention to work will significantly improve the team's performance. Specialized skills and facilitation skills, the combination leads to strong success. If you have 10 teams that typically perform, you'll get maybe 6 or so that have standing structures. And I tried something interesting. I thought, let's up the ante once. So I offered a $10,000 prize of software to the winning team. So what do you think happened to these design students? What was the result? Here's what happened. Not one team had a standing structure. Not one had, if anyone had built, say, a 1-inch structure, they'd have taken home the prize. So isn't it interesting that high stakes have a strong impact? We did the exercise again with the same students. What do you think happened then? So now they understand the value of prototyping. So the same team went from being the very worst to being among the very best. They produced the tallest structures in the least amount of time. So there's deep lessons for us about the nature of incentives and success. So you might ask, why would anyone actually spend time running a marshmallow challenge? And the reason is I've helped create digital tools and processes to help teams build cars and video games and visual effects. And what the marshmallow challenge does is it helps them identify the hidden assumptions. Because frankly, every project has its own marshmallow, doesn't it? The challenge provides a shared experience, a common language, a common stance to build the right prototype. And so this is the value of the experience of this so simple exercise. And those of you who are interested may want to go to marshmallowchallenge.com. It's a blog that you can look at how to build the marshmallows. There are step-by-step instructions on this. There are crazy examples from around the world of how people tweak and adjust the system. There's world records that are on this as well. And the fundamental lesson, I believe, is that design truly is a contact sport. It demands that we bring all of our senses to the task and that we apply the very best of our thinking, our feeling, and our doing to the challenge that we have at hand. And sometimes a little prototype of this experience is all that it takes to turn us from an uh-oh moment to a ta-da moment, and that can make a big difference. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I want you to write down as many details as you just look at from these quiz, and he just mentioned what kind of things you need to do if you want to be the winner. So the first questions I want you to write down, and then maybe later when you just build your structure, you can be the winner. So I will just give you 2 minutes to write down as many details as you can. Think about what kind of things will make your structure taller and stronger. Just write down on your worksheet what kind of things worksheet. Do you see the word, the metacognitive? And right now, I just ask you to think about what kind of things will make your structure stronger and higher, right? Why? Because I think you know laboratory is important, right? And you also know trial and error is important, but how to do it is it's a challenge. So right now I want you to, what is metacognitive? Means you think from think, and you just learn to learn. So I just want you to do this before you do the marshmallow challenge. And then let's look at the whiteboard. Actually, in your text, in the content lesson 2, and just mention these kind of details. So what materials do we need? I will pick one group to answer. The first group, what kind of things we need to prepare? We need one marshmallow and then
46 spaghetti sticks.
yeah, 20 sticks of dry spaghetti and then
1 yard of tape.
1 yard of tape, and 1 yard equals to 90 centimeters, and
1 yard of string.
yeah, 1 yard of string, and actually I will give you scissors, okay? And that's the materials, okay? How about the second questions? What's the time limit?
8 minutes.
Okay, the sixth group.
18 minutes.
Okay, 18 minutes. And how about the third question? How many members are there in the team? Okay, group 3. 4 or 5. So later I want 4 people. Your group member, actually there are 6 members in your group, right? I just want 4 members to build the structure, and another 2, I want you to just record what happened, and record what kind of how do you solve the problems. Okay, so then how about who is the winner? The question, who is the winner? Do you still remember who is the winner? It's the architecture and engineers are the winners, right? And then who is the next one? Kindergartens, and the last one is business graduates and CEO. And why? Do you still remember why? Okay, I pick one group to tell me. The 6th group.
Because they don't use most of their time to plan. They use most of their time trying to do the structure.
And everyone wants to be the leader and wants other
There's
members
only
to.
one leader.
Yes, that's why. So I want you to avoid these kind of things when you build your structure. Okay? And then everyone just take a look at my worksheet. And the second question. Okay? Can everyone help me to read the things I just written on this paper? Okay, you. 1, 2, 3. You have
already known
the
secret
behind knowledge now. Okay, so number 1, what kind of problems will you face when building your structure? So I want you first guess your group members. What kind of things I just write down problem 1, problem 2, and the way you try to solve it. So I will give you 5 minutes to finish this, and then I think it's better for you to build your structure. Okay? 5 minutes. Okay? Think about your problems, what kind of things you will face. And then think about what kind of solution you will do. So maybe you need to choose one. Who is not Also, maybe the next program is the knowledge of the structure. The knowledge of So you have just 3 seconds. Okay, time's up. And first, I want to ask you first. Do you think your group will be the winner? Which group do you think you will be the winner? Raise your hand. 5. Which group do you think you will be the winner? The winner will, remember we have group competition, right? I will just add 10 points to the group. So I want you to try your best because you have already think about your problems and the way you try to solve it. Okay, then I want you to choose one member, come here to take everything you need to do, and then go back to your group. Okay, come here. Before we start to build your structure, first check, do you have 20 sticks of spaghetti? 20 sticks of spaghetti. And one string. 20 sticks of spaghetti. One marshmallow. A tape, a string, scissors. Okay? So when I say it's time to start to build, then you can start. Okay? Remember we have just 18 minutes, okay?
开始了，开工了。
Not yet. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes,
Who remembers to build a structure? And others, I want you to record what kind of things you will use. And record the solutions. Okay, let's start.
稍稍微太长了。不要拉长。有没有人记个问题？
So should I give you last tip? Last tip. If we don't more or less.
还在盖房子的学校。还有一个底座，它这个可以折到。
No, okay. Okay, less. This is too much. Less.
哦，这是可以粘在头上。
啊！That is
可以，它本来规定。可以，没有问题。应该可以。胶带应该可以。
那东西，那不知道。
没有，因为那个老板这个
You should put your hand here. Long or short? 那这个可以先把它扯掉，一边再把它，然后你的地方点两个连在一起，就不会再分。它上面多一点，因为上面会有点重，把它可能会断掉。各位学员们，中间需要吗？会不会断掉？ Maybe why? No, you don't. Can you那就不用交代他的，对吧？然后这个就了解，然后交代把那个然后就不用交代。然后交代把那个。No, we don't use it. Don't use it. Just steady flat. 两个交在一起。No, higher. We need to do higher. 然后动词，而且不用走，箱子。对，我需要交代。 感觉有机会。我还是要交代。从这边剪开，从这边剪开，好，下一个。生命刺客是不是？看聪明，你说这个？哎，对，可以，好像可以。啊，等下上面可以这样，有上面，如果下面先固定，啊，等下上面可以这样。再听。对不起。
我觉得我们要做点还有，联络党还是上去放在旁边，就不确定。交代怎么样？是项目自由。
住在如果单调的话，那就是在。你要订到什么？
42 seconds.
其实这也还需要。
用胶带把它粘。